Care if you have to, get your cell phone out,
There's no telling what those.
stream it.
Well, we can put it on.
We just had to rebuild the whole thing when we stopped. We
Yeah.
gotta rebuild both of them real quick.
You have to do it because we stream on Facebook and YouTube. We can all do it.
We need to make money.
I hate for us to spend all that money up and then go.
Okay,
That's my point.
we're ready.
Okay. Go ahead and call our meeting to order. Appreciate everyone being here and staying with us through the work session. Before we start the meeting, usually get Robert, but Carrie has volunteered to lead us in prayer and also the pledge of allegiance. Everyone stand, please.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, we thank you for today and the many blessings that you have given us, for the beautiful weather that we experienced today, for the people of this community who make it look beautiful for the holiday season. We thank you for all the events that are going to be happening this weekend and pray that you will go before us into those events and help us to truly have a wonderful holiday weekend. We pray for our officials tonight as they make decisions on our behalves, that you will bless them with wisdom to do the right things. We also pray for Robert, who is not here tonight, who's officiating a wedding, and we pray for Melissa and Bob, who are getting married, that you would bless them and keep them in their new life together. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Carrie. Hey, Don, go get my booklet out of the office there with my chart on it. Thought I brought it in here and I left it in there on the desk. Thank you. All right. This is a regular scheduled meeting of the Dade County Commission, which takes place at the same time but each Thursday. The first Thursday of every month, proper notice this meeting was given to our legal order in the Dade County Sentinel, also posted in our hall at this time. I do need a roll call. Mr. Lowry.
Here.
Shortline.
Here.
Mr. Goff is absent. Ms. Bradford.
Here.
Chair is present. We have a quorum. All right. We have anyone here that wants to talk to us tonight? We've moved our citizens participation up to the first, so if anybody wants to say anything or about what we've been talking about tonight. Okay. If not, we'll move on. Lamar, you want to go ahead and give us our committee report, please?
Our call activity report for our 911 center was EMS totals were 209, fire departments were 136, police monthly totals are 1497. That includes Dade, Trenton, and Georgia State Patrol, for a total of 1,842 calls this month. So we're doing good on our call volume.
Yep.
I've got a short report on the old courthouse construction project. We were looking to hire Blevins Construction Management Company to help us manage that and get it going in the right direction. Robin approved the contract a couple of weeks ago and Ted signed off on it last week. I talked to them today. They actually have already started putting out RFPs, not necessarily quoting the projects, but just looking at the projects, different contractors. Because their goal is, like we all want to do, we want it to be a fine place to use, but they're trying to do this cost efficient as possible. And that's our goal, everything we do. So it was so good to see the stars shining and everything lit up today. The courthouse is a beautiful center of our town, so
Thanks, Miss Aldridge.
it is.
It is, it's pretty.
Miss Audrey Clark, she does so much for this county.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, so thank you's not enough, but, and Don does a lot of decorating.
Oh, yeah.
And Stacy and what's the maintenance guy, Ron?
Jerry?
Jerry.
Yeah, and the trustees.
And the trustees, it's one big citizens effort, so we appreciate everybody. It really makes Christmas special, so that's all I have.
You don't want to mention anything about today? You want to wait to do that next meeting, which I'll do, what you and Stacy done today? Or you want to wait on that, just to,
Yeah, we'll wait till
that'd be good, that'd be, okay. Fine.
we get it scheduled,
Let's talk
because I don't know when we'll schedule.
Exactly.
All right.
Line, okay?
At the sports complex, there's not a whole lot going on, just general maintenance. They actually done some drainage work to get the water to turn away from the soccer fields and the football field down there. I'm gonna actually report on something new this month. We've done 285 electrical permits up to date to this year. We've got 38 more on will call, and since October the 1st, we've done 80 electrical permits inspections. So
Tell them what that means. A lot of people think, well, that means what?
not all of them inspections would be maybe a new permit or a new house. It could be where somebody's changed out their meter base or something. But I would say 50% is either new homes or a mobile home or something coming into the county. So what I'm looking at is our census is saying we're 16,000 and going down, but we've had almost 300 permits pulled this year.
Yep.
So I think we just did a poor job of filling out census reports. And that's what I'm trying to get out, is to let people know that we're doing a lot of inspections that you wouldn't think we do. Because when Stacy took over, he said, I didn't realize, he said, I'm doing 5 and 6 a day sometimes. So I'm gonna start reporting on this to kind of keep us up of how many permits we're actually doing a month, to let us know that we're growing, so we can see that.
It's a good idea.
And the other thing I want to report on is we've got Hell's Gap paved, and it is so much better than it was. I hope the people up there in the new home community enjoys it now, because there's a lot of traffic on that road.
Yeah. They did a good job too.
They did.
It's a good job.
And I don't know when, but I'm glad Philip's getting this information, because I don't know if it's already past us or not, but we need to appeal our census count.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, it's not. It's not.
I didn't know if it was over past the day.
No.
And I did forget, I will jump in one more time, I
No.
apologize, but
No, go ahead.
new home, the north end of Sligo Road was striped, and it is so much better. There's a lot of traffic on that road now with the freeways stopping up the way they are, so I appreciate it. I
Yeah.
appreciate that for the
Yeah.
people of Sligo.
Ms. Bradford.
Well, along with that, everything in Head River should be striped, done.
They should be finished.
Looks really good. Burt Halter Gap, Piney Road is done. They usually wait 15 days to get the lines in. And that depends on the roads being dry, the weather, everything, for that to get down and get right. I'm kind of trying to figure some things out myself at the transfer station. So I'm kind of all over the place with what I'm reporting this month, just because I'm trying to really dig in and trying to learn a little bit more. So we've got 515 tons for November. That is household, which goes through the bottom, and then that's up top also. So next month I want to try to report on what those two different, obviously the one on the bottom is free, but then the one at the top is a cost. So I want to try to start figuring that out. Then we hauled off 2 containers of cardboard. Cardboard packs into bales. That was 10 bales, which is about 3 tons, which is only about $75 a ton of cardboard. So that's kind of heartbreaking. We took off some metal, a container of metal. But with the metal, we take it to the same place as the cardboard. And for the past 5 months, since July, it will start over in July, we have done 14,813. So that's probably an average of 3,000 a month, give or take. For last year, a total of $22,881. So, that's money coming into the county. So those are all good things for people to take over there. And then we've done 210 road work orders. And that's all I got.
Good report. As Melissa, and Philip, touched on, this has been long awaited, the paving and all. It's something that, we had to put money back, and, these were big projects, and it really was a lot of money involved in it. Next year, we're hoping to do Murphy's Hollow, we're gonna do some patching over there, but this is something, we need to really, start talking about, is this T-Splosh. I know a lot of people don't like to hear, taxes, splosh, or whatever, but I'm just saying, looking at these other counties now that T-Splosh has been passed in them, they, like Walker County, there's not a week hardly goes by, they're not paving the roads before it's over. They won't have any road in the county. I mean, roads you'd think would never be surfaced. They've got it taken care of. And so it's something, like it or not, this is one of the fairest taxes that you could possibly ever have. You'll hear a lot about it, in the next 6 months to a year. I don't know when we'll put it back on there, but it's something that you need to realize, what it is and the reality of it, of how much it can save this county as far as property owners and property people pay property taxes. We could practically do away with our road budget if it's T-Splosh passed, as far as, that's not just pulling it out of there. That's really true. And possibly even go, I mentioned this before when we were actually talking about it, is actually, lowering the millage rate. I mean, we're looking at a lot of money. We know exactly what it would bring us in practically by looking at our loss during splosh. So, so it's something to really start thinking about. And, just, you're going to hear a lot of it and a lot about it. I mean, not just from the commissioners, because there's only a certain amount of promotion that we can do. But you look at some of the other counties and you talk to some of these people who live in other counties and see what I'm talking about. And we're missing out on it. I mean, I'm just telling you. But anyway.
And it includes a lot of stuff besides, guardrails.
Well,
striping,
anything pertaining to roads.
Yeah.
Not just paving, anything pertaining to the roads, and so it's a big deal. It's just, and everyone in the whole country that comes through this county pays that, now that 1 penny. It's just, anyway, I'm going to get me talking about it. We'll talk an hour about it. But anyway, we did finish up Burke Halter Hills Gap. And also Coal City over there right now. They've been working over this week on it, and they had to pull off today because of they couldn't get any asphalt, and they won't be able to get any more till Monday. And so they'll finish that up probably by Wednesday or Thursday of next week. And those people over there, I know it's been a long wait on them too. I mean, it's something that road is really, it's had some bad places in it, and it's a long pull over to go over and keep repairing. But this will fix it for many, many years for them. Another good thing about that road over there is we've got the people that actually own the rock company over there that are actually getting pea gravel and all out on the left. He's agreed to pay for 50% of the paving, over there, going in, because he knows as well as we do, the trucks, and it's real obvious because it is in a lot worse shape going up to where they turn in to his business there. So he's paying 50% of what we're putting down over there. So that's a good thing, a plus. I want to thank him for that. Our storm shelter, something we've been talking about for trying to work on, or Alex has spent many hours on this for the past year or so. They're becoming a reality now. They've got it ready. The actual footings is ready now to 4 fields. the Went Rising Fund. It'll probably be a couple of weeks before we get it, actually finished down there. Alex, on the buildings, and we talked about this morning, as far as shipping, when we say and we give them the word that those two are ready and we move out to Davis to start working, what's the time span on that? Have you got any idea?
They're making arrangements with a crane company right now.
Okay, all right.
But those two buildings are ready.
They're ready, okay, ready to
They're
set.
modular,
Okay.
ready, they're just.
Yeah. And as I mentioned, this is when we finish when the actual work down there, we'll get out to Davis, and there's going to be a lot more time involved there, more clearing, a lot more time will be spent on that, but that'll be the next one. And like I said this morning on my report, hopefully by this time next year, possibly we can acquire some property or maybe get some possible property donated or whatever from some of these other parts of the county, because these buildings, they have got to be on government-owned property. And so, it's just there's no ifs, ands about it. That's the federal guidelines. So we'll keep up on that. But it's a good thing. It's coming to a head. And I think they'll hold, it was a question today or someone, it's 265 people, right? Yep, 265 people. All right. Real quick, I've had, some calls since I gave a report today at 3 o'clock, a few people that didn't tune in, but on the COVID, we have had 18 positive cases in the last 14 days. And here lately in the last few weeks, we've been actually averaging probably 12, I guess if you put it all together. So it is still out there, We've had, our total numbers now is about 1,854 positive cases that we've had since day one. So, don't let your guards down, because, we're coming into we've already went through Thanksgiving. We've already had a lot of people, over to visit and going to grandma and aunts and uncles. But from now on into January the 1st, don't let your guard down, whether you've been vaccinated or not. I'm telling you, try to keep your mask with you. And if you feel uncomfortable or in some of the places that you go, it's not uncool to wear your mask. You don't put it on, because if you look around, you'll see people. And so just try to do that. And in places that you feel, that you need to do the social distancing. If you're not around somebody you really know or some of your family, you don't know if that person's not a carrier. So, but anyway, just want to throw that in there. Have y'all got anything that y'all want to bring? Anything else that we might miss? We'll move on. Okay. Let's move on down to appearances. Mindy, you want to come on up? She's our manager. Well,
I'm gonna give the report.
you go ahead.
This is her very first
Yeah,
official
you go ahead.
day, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna throw her out to give the report quite yet. Chelsea Kovalevsky, Assistant Director for the Cherokee Regional Library System. First of all, I want to thank everyone in Dade County for just being patient with us as we work through this transition. We have 2 amazing staff members at the Dade County Public Library who have agreed to work some extra hours in order to keep the library open almost the same number of hours as we have been. I think we've been closing early Tuesday, Thursdays at 6, an hour early, just to make it easier for them to take those extra hours on. We also, if you've ever wondered, the benefits of being part of a larger library system, this has definitely been one of those times, because as soon as we realized that we were kind of having a staff shortage, we immediately had volunteers at our other branches offering to come and work those hours. So we've had between 15 and 20 hours each week worked by people not part of Dade County Public Library. We've had our youth education coordinator at our Lafayette branch come and do story time. I myself have done story time during the month of November. And we've also had circulation staff from other libraries come and work the desk on Wednesdays and Saturdays in order to be able to keep the library open for the community members of Dade County. So we're thankful for our overall library family, but especially for our staff members who've been holding down the fort here at Dade County, April and Georgia, and they have gone above and beyond the normal call of duty to keep things going. Ready to Read in November was the program that we continued on, because that's one of we think that's one of our most important basic library services, and we were able to have 10 to 12 families each week, and we were able to have 5 new families come during the month of November, so that was exciting. Our youth education coordinator position is still open. We will probably start interviewing for that in January. Go ahead and get past the holidays before we hire for that. that. So that is open. And then we will be closed for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And I feel like I had something else to tell you, but I can't remember what it was, so that's not been that important. But thank you for your patience.
Any questions?
Any questions?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate y'all coming. All right. UGA. We have a new face here, and she needs to tell us she's new, but she's not really. She's from, but I mean, she's from here, you know.
I'm from here, so I'm not really new.
Tell us who you are, who your family is.
Well, I'm Laura Beth Cunningham, but most people would probably know me as Beth Gass. So I think I still look the same. Everybody says I look the same. But I am the new 4-H educator for the county, and I'm super excited to be home, and I'm happy to team up with Sarah Dyer. If anybody saw the newspaper article, we are going to put that Gass Dyer team back together like my mom and Ted did, and we're really excited about that. This is a picture of me and my husband. He is not able to move here yet. He is going to be coming in probably May of next year. This was just kind of a sudden thing, and I pretty much got the heck out of Dodge pretty quick, and we weren't expecting that.
Where was the sunflowers? Where was that made at?
That's in Kansas.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So we lived in Wichita, Kansas, and I think that was in a little town called Benton, which is like 30 minutes away.
Pretty.
But, you know, they're known for their sunflower fields there. So on my first day of work, which was on November 8th, we hosted the Dade County Chicken Show and Sale of Champions, and we were really happy with our participation this year, and we had a good buyer turnout. So our grand champion pen of hens was shown by Talia Santos, and the buyer of her hens was Mr. Leonard Payne. Mr. Payne also purchased the reserve champion pen of hens shown by Elijah Metzer, and Elijah's in 3rd grade. He's one of our youngest 4-H'ers, so we were glad to have him in this program. The next side, we had some other 4-H'ers who also participated in the show. We had Haley and Skylar Jarrells, Bella Sosby, Nathan Canfield, and Morgan Metzer, which is Elijah's older sister. We would also like to thank John and Linda Case from Case Farms, Nathan Wooten with Maddox Associates, Southlake Insurance and Dyer Farms, and the Hughes family of Fox Valley Farm for purchasing all the rest of the pens of the hens. It's kind of a tongue twister. Yeah. In total, over $2,000 was raised during the Sale of Champions, making our 2nd annual sale a huge success. We would also like to thank Ms. Brenda Jackson from Murray County, who was our judge, and Mr. Colton Moore, who volunteered his time to be our auctioneer. So we are looking high and low for anyone who would be willing to be a BB or 22 rifle coach. Maybe Philip, you want to get back in there? This used to be a huge program in the county, and it's really struggled the last couple of years. I would like to really bring it back because I did it when I was in 4-H, and I loved it, and I learned a lot of gun safety stuff from it. If anyone is interested, please contact the office on how to become an approved volunteer and certified coach. The next training class for that will be in January, so we would need to get the process started quickly. We do have registration coming up for our shotgun team. This is for grades 7 through 12. We do have plenty of certified coaches for that team. So if your child is interested in that, you can come to a registration meeting that's on either December 15th or January 6th at 6 p.m. So there will be no December meeting for the Dade grass class. The next meeting will be on Thursday, January 27th. And the Tri-State Beekeepers Association will keep their December meeting, and it will be at the Ag Center on the 20th. And lastly, the Tri-State Cattlemen's Association will hold their annual Christmas banquet on Friday, December 10th at the Walker County Civic Center. Attendants need to RSVP by tomorrow, and you can either call the Dade office or the Walker office to do that. That's all I have.
Okay. Any questions?
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Appreciate it. Good report. Okay, George. Mr. George Williams.
Hey,
You have
thank you
the
very,
floor.
thank you very much. I just want to tell everybody, here's what you're going to be doing this weekend, and that's coming to Trenton and Dade County, because we have just tons of things going on, and we'll talk about
Big
those.
weekend, right?
Yes, it is. So there's no excuse, just come to Trenton. You can start at 9 o'clock in the morning, and that's to you commissioners, as well as who's ever listening, to the high school. And that's where we kick off with the Dade Expo. Jolly Holidays. We have 100 exhibitors, so bring your money. And let's help local businesses, because these are truly local business people, and a lot of them didn't get a chance to sell their goods a year ago because of COVID and the fact that a lot of exhibiting was not able to take place. So come out, help them out, and again, I invite all of you to be there as well as our audience as well. Followed by Light Up Trenton, and followed by a parade, which I'm sure we're going to hear about the parade maybe later. But if not, there's tons of things to do. The Sheriff's Department is doing, for some reason I can't get the name of that event in my mind, but they're doing hay rides and food and all kinds of fun things. So there's just a fun day here in Trenton and Dade County.
The hay rides are canceled.
Hey, oh, they were? Oh,
Well,
darn.
There's some insurance things, yeah, that's what they said, because there's liability.
Are they still having popcorn? I hope.
Oh,
they
yeah,
have
having
well,
everything
okay,
but the hay
so
rides, I
I'll
understand.
for sure I'll make it if they still have the popcorn. Anyhow, what's going on at the Alliance? Well, we've increased from 83 to 86 investors. We had our board meeting the other night, and we are all geared up to hit our goal. We all have a Christmas wish of having 100 investors by the end of the year. So we got 14 more to go. So we have 100 exhibitors there on Saturday. So guess what? We're going to canvass them pretty hard about getting new members. I mentioned the Light Up Trenton, mentioned the Dade County Expo. Alliance Live, we've taken a couple days of hiatus on that, or a couple weeks. First of all, my wife Marcy, who is the videographer, was sick, and we had to cancel one event, and then the holidays, Thanksgiving came along. So we're going to start back up on December the 13th with our Alliance Live. So if people have missed me on TV, here's your chance to have me back. or your rest period's going to be over. The other thing, the Welcome Center, and I think did you get a slide from me, Rebecca, for this? Do we have it?
It's out in Sibley, yeah.
Anyhow, the Welcome Center has been busy as well. We were closed on Thanksgiving and the day after, and we staffed it with volunteers. As you know, and as maybe a lot of people don't know, that all the work of the Alliance for Dade or your Chamber of Commerce is done by volunteers. So we've been working very hard. Had a lot of help with the expo, a lot of help with the Light Up Trenton, and I'm beginning to see as I drive through town, things are lit up pretty well. So my goal is one of these years is we're gonna, and I don't know which movie it was, but we want people on the satellite out in space to see Trenton lit up. So that's our goal. Were we able to get the charts up anyhow? Any questions for me?
Just look forward to this weekend.
Yes, I look forward to seeing all of you there.
They carry a lot of stuff that you just wouldn't think about.
Oh, yeah, it's
Door prizes.
we have food, we have door prizes. We have vendors that sell lots of different things, unique gifts, and, handicraft type people. So, yeah, be there.
What time does it end and start?
It starts at 9 a.m. and ends at 4. So you have time to get ready to go to Light Up Trenton and the parade and actually, I think you can leave Expo and go right to the sheriff's event on the
Right here.
square. Yes, on the square. So, big weekend, come on out.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it. Good job.
Any questions?
Appreciate
No
it.
other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Audrey, you want to come up? Tell us a little bit about the parade?
Hey, everybody. Yes, we're leading into one of the biggest Saturdays that we've had in a long time in Dade County. And everybody's pretty excited about that, I think. And the weather's
The weather,
cooperating.
that's a big deal. I know.
So, I guess we all paid the preacher or something. Now watch it rain after I've said that. Anyway, and Donna also asked me to announce that we'll have a booth set up over at the Expo, and the Dade County Historical Society and the Dade County Historical Preservation Commission. They'll be selling the calendars and the history books of Dade County, as well as the new ornament, and it's New Salem Methodist Church is this year's ornament. Those will all be on sale over at the Expo. So as you go out and spend your money over there, get some of those items, goes back into the history stuff here. Okay, we've got that part done, and the parade. We'll start the lineup at 5 o'clock in the North Industrial Boulevard, and at 6 o'clock, the parade itself will actually start. We have a lot of people who are going to participate, they say, so everybody please come out for that. If you'd like to join in the parade, we ask that you have some lights on your vehicle or truck or float or whatever you have. Everybody is welcome to attend, of course, for the parade or to join in. The parade itself will begin at 6 o'clock, and we'll start from South Industrial Boulevard, come down, not around the courthouse, but on this western side of the courthouse, and we'll end down at Moore Funeral Home, Trenton First Baptist Church, that area. So everybody can come out. It's all free, by the way. There's no charge to register for the parade or to stand there and enjoy it. We'll also, with the help of Carrie and a few people, we're going to do a Trenton Macy's parade table, and we're going to have Best in Parade for this year. And our judges will be Judge McCormick, past Judge Johnny Bradford, and Carrie Carter. So we'll have a table set up there on the square itself. We'll be doing a few little interviews and that kind of thing. So we hope to make it fun for everybody. They'll be broadcasting that as well. I think on YouTube and Facebook and YouTube.
And Kaylin will share the stream.
Okay, and K-Win will share the stream. So row your boat. Anyway, sorry, I don't know what some of that stuff means, but you can tune in or be here live. Anything else? Oh, people have asked about, let's say, tossing candy, not throwing candy, and that's perfectly okay for anybody that participates. If you'd like to do that, that's fine. Just don't try to take anybody out or anything, as you go. So we have a lot of people that's supposedly participating, and we welcome everybody to come out. I'd just like to say that over the last year or two, there's been a lot of bad things that's happened, a lot of tragedies and a lot of losses and those kind of things. But this year, I guess with the weather and people ready to get out, it's just a beautiful time, and it's a special season, and people seem in a little bit different mood. So if everybody can take 15 seconds just to enjoy and be thankful for what we do have, what we have to enjoy, all of each other working together. This county, you guys giving of yourself, the trustees have helped me so much, Jared, all of them. There's a lot to be thankful for in the midst of a whole lot of things that's gone bad. So if that night, that parade makes people smile, the lights, whatever, I don't know why I'm preaching, but take a few minutes, a few seconds just to take it all in and be thankful for something, just even if it's for the day. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Sorry. I hope you don't have any questions. I probably don't know answers.
Y'all got any questions? Thank you. We appreciate all you do.
Thank you.
All right. You want to give us anything on the walk? I know we did it at 3 o'clock. You talked a little bit or about the what's going on here with I'll give you about 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Sure, 30 seconds. Well, I'm happy to answer any questions, but we have broken ground. It is not finished yet. That's why there are still cleanings. So the portion that goes over the bridge is not yet open yet because we still haven't finished with the
Tell them
handrail
what it
and all
is.
that.
You know, a lot of people don't know. And tell them you're the project manager, right?
Yes, I'm the project coordinator for Town Creek Trail. It's primarily being organized by Scenic Dade, which is a nonprofit locally. And we're trying to build a pedestrian-friendly walking trail along Town Creek. Yeah, so the portion that we're started with, the very initial phase, is right outside of the city park, so right outside of Jenkins Park, headed toward Main Street. So from there, hopefully, we'll be able to cross the street and travel along the northern edge of the creek, behind the county, behind the bank, behind the county property, and then also onto the school board eventually, we hope. So,
Good. All right.
thank you.
All right. All right, let's move down to number 5A, Mr. Don Townsend. If you'd give us our monthly financial report, appreciate it.
All right, as of November 30th, 2021, the general fund had a balance of $733,787. In investment, we have a little over $1.3 million for a total of $2,036,282. Federal Asset Fund, U.S. Treasury, has a balance of $0. Sheriff Special Fund, a balance of $5,365. Drug Abuse Education Fund, $36,108. Supplemental Juvenile Services Fund, $27,482. Victim Assistance Fund, $747. Jail Funds, $4,891. Federal Asset Fund, Department of Justice, $0. American Rescue Plan, currently the ARPA funds still have a balance of $1,483,232. And this is a new line here. Both of those were actually the accommodations, hotel motel tax. We have, since July 1st, due to the House, I can't remember the House bill, but anyway, the new legislation that passed, we have begun receiving money in the county for primarily Airbnb and VRBO, and that has amounted to $87,352. Has very restricted purposes, and we can talk about that later, but that's a good thing. So we've finally are seeing some funds there. Employee flexible spending account, $36,758. Payroll account, $59,656. In the old 2015 SPLOST, we still have in the projects account $4,200, and in the debt services account, $305,914. And that primarily is been set aside for the fire departments that still have expenses outstanding. 2021 SPLOST, the project account has $88,964, and the proceeds account has a balance of $581,462. Looking at the income statement for the month of October 31st, we have received for the month $2,213,983. We'd budgeted $2,217,926, so we're just a little short there of $3,942. Year to date, budgeted $4,203,157, and we have that's what we actually brought in, and we've budgeted $3,912,327, so we were in excess of $290,929. For the expense side, for actuals for October 31st, we had expensed $901,594. We had budgeted to spend $978,895, so we were under budget $77,301. For year-to-date expenses, July 1 through October 31st, $4,283,638, budgeted $4,521,061, so we were under budget $237,422. Budget attained so far should be 33.33%, and we were at 31.98% for revenues attained, and expenses attained were at 32.59%. Local option sales tax for the month that came in was at $200,000. and $2,946.25. And under special purpose local option sales tax, we brought in $253,685.27. And then you see in your packet the SPOS tracking worksheet. And yeah, that was mentioned earlier. We will be, probably at the January meeting, need to go through and set some project expense budgets into place for an original allocation on the 2021 SPOS. This is still the 2015 SPOS. And just so you know, our audit, I think, is pretty much complete at this point. They do a review on that, and so they're still working, I think, on the single audit. The single audit happens when we exceed $750,000 in federal grant funds, and so they have to take a harder look at all the grants and expenses associated. So that's happening. They're about finished. It looks good. I'm 99% sure she'll be here at the January meeting to make a full report to the board. And then the last report tonight is for the tax commissioner as of July 1st through October 31st. She has brought in $1,370,568, which is about 26.37% collected. But November just happened, and she just delivered a check to the county for over $2 million, and probably the school board for over $4 or $5 million, if I had to guess. So
It was in the 70% collected.
yeah, and so it'll be a little over 70% collection rate, which is great for the year to date. So we'll see that next month. That concludes the report.
Okay. Any questions, comments? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve our financial report. As presented, I have a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve.
Okay, I have a motion, I have a second.
I'll second.
Okay, call the vote. Mr. Lowry?
Yes.
Mr. Hartline?
Yes.
Jones? Ms. Bradford?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carries. Okay, move down to, Robin, you got anything legal, anything to bring before the board? Okay, under unfinished business, we'll go ahead and we'll actually call a vote pertaining to our, I think it was item number 6C. Yep. I'll entertain a motion to pertaining to this item 6C, the emergency life pack defibrillators and liquid chest compression.
Mr. Chairman, you want to consider that under the new business?
I can, if that's what it needs to be.
Let's do that.
Okay, all right. There's no old business, so we'll put that under new business, and I'll reword that if you want to, but I'll entertain a motion pertaining to that. 6C, which is the emergency services life pack defibrillators and Lucas chest compression service devices and distractor medical. Mr. Lowry.
Make a motion, we table it.
Okay.
Table it.
Have a second?
I second it.
All right.
And I did talk to Al, he said we're not
Okay.
putting nobody's life at risk. But then,
I have a motion second and call a vote. This is to table this for more information. Anyway, Mr. Lowry,
yes.
Mr. Hartline,
Yes.
Ms. Bradford,
Yes.
and chair votes yes. Okay, that's good. All right. Reading of the minutes of last month's regular meeting and special call meetings will not be required since all commissioners have been furnished copies in advance. The minutes are public record available for review in the county commission office. The minutes are included in our consent agenda. At this time, I'll ask Mr. Townsend to go over our consent agenda, at which I'll ask for a motion pertaining to that. Mr. Townsend.
All right, we have approval of the agenda as presented, approval of previous meeting minutes, the review and approval of the personnel status report as presented, a proclamation for National Influenza Vaccination Week, recognizing that December 5th through the 11th, 2021, proclamation for GEMA's Winter Weather Preparedness Week for December 6th through the 10th, 2021, Resolution R-45-21, appointment of a member to the Water and Sewer Authority, Mr. Alan Townsend, for a 5-year term commencing on January 1st, 22 and expiring 12/31/2026. A resolution R-47-21, appointment of a member to the Industrial Development Authority for the unexpired term of Mr. Larry Moore That would be fulfilled by Mr. Larry G. Moore II, and that is commencing December 3rd, 2021 through December 31st, 2022. Let's see. Resolution R-46-21, resolution approving the Public Transportation Georgia Department of Transportation zero tolerance drug policy for FTA employees. And that concludes the consent agenda.
Okay. Any questions, corrections, Diane, for the consent agenda? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve our consent agenda as presented. I have a motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve.
Okay, I have a second.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. We'll call a vote. Mr. Lowry,
Yes.
Hartline,
Yes.
Ms. Bradford.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carries. All right, there's no reason for any executive session. Have y'all got anything you want to add before I entertain a motion to adjourn?
Everybody have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
That's right, be safe. Yeah, be safe. Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting. Have a motion?
I make a motion.
Have a second?
Second.
Call a vote. Mr. Lowry,
Yes.
Mr. Hartline,
Yes.
Ms. Bradford.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Thank all of you for being here. Meeting is adjourned. Are you going?